bueno, DUPLO entra dentro de esta política, de este programa que es apoyar la difusión, las exposiciones, y a los artistas que están trabajando con nuevos medios. Ahora Carolina Pino, que es parte de DUPLO, junto a Daniel Cruz, va a presentar a Chris.
Gracias por venir y en nombre de DUPLO le damos la bienvenida a todos. Me toca presentar al artista Chris Kucinski. Él tiene un bachiller en artes y también es máster en el programa de telecomunicaciones interactivas de la Universidad de Nueva York.
Okay, so let's get started. My name is Chris Kucinski. I do a lot of different things. I do music, art, sculpture, design work, fabrication work. I design musical instruments like this, and like this, which I'll get to later, but just a brief introduction. Okay, I would like to just quickly go through a couple of artists that maybe you might not know of, that are really influential to me, just so you can get a sense of where I'm coming from or where I hope to be somewhere in my career. Actually, they're not necessarily artists. They're a lot of, like, mostly like inventors or creators. The first guy I'm going to talk about is Raymond Scott. He founded the Manhattan Research Institute in Manhattan, and he was a jazz musician to begin with, and then he really just fell into electronic music, and he invented like a ton of awesome instruments. And he was actually the inspiration for Bob Moog, for Moog synthesizers. When Bob Moog showed up at his studio in Manhattan, he was blown away, and that set him on his course to become Bob Moog, the Moog that we know now. I started to realize that was like the most important part about, like the interface is more important than the actual, than like building out like the best, all-time synthesizer. And so he started doing things like this thing called the music box, the electronic music box. And again, it's a very simple thing. It can do a lot of things very well. I did a lot of this kind of stuff with CNC routing out these shapes. And it was a really kind of eye-opening experience for me because it allowed me to write something, like do a drawing on a computer and then instantaneously have it in physical form. So I don't know if you guys know what a CNC router is, but they're awesome. And I have a quick video of one in action. And basically it's a 3-axis router, so it can go X, Y, and down. And this is just a quick time-lapse video of this project I was doing for the art group that I'm in called Dear Raindrops. Always chaos, and new stuff gets added on the fly, and other stuff gets taken out that was good. For some reason, we just decided to take stuff out. So there's this constant curatorial aspect to our work that I really like, because you never know what's going to happen. You never know what's going to end up in the show and what's not. But anyway, this is pretty big. This is actually smaller than the painting actually is. This image. We also do a lot of music performance. We make a lot of music and then we try to perform places.
Look at your little golden rocket.
like just envelop people in our little world and let them explore it the way they wanted to, and not really tell them to go down any one particular path, or we didn't even tell them that was a musical instrument. It just maybe it would happen that they saw somebody else playing with it, or if they just happened to bump into it. That happened a couple times as we were like just watching people after it was installed. Some people just like their bag brushed up against one of the panels, and it made noise, and then they started to explore.
¿Qué haces primero? ¿Piensas como en la función del instrumento? ¿Qué tipo de síntesis vas a usar? ¿Y después lo creas, lo programas? ¿O te pones a programar y después vas viendo lo que sale como un juego?
What my buddy Owen and I set out to do was we just wanted a very simple instrument that just you could kind of play it like this. So the idea was the kind of interaction on this one. Something like this, because I didn't know, I knew that I wanted to use this weird algorithm. I did a bunch of different kind of experiments to see which one would be the best, and I did do a lot of software modeling. Thanks for coming. Because I can power it. This one really kind of amplifies the two. It's a triangle wave. See that beating that you just had?
That one is... You control with these two.